It all kind of started out for me. I ended up getting a bachelor's degree in English, and from there I worked a little bit and then ended up being a police officer in the city of Vancouver, and I kind of fell into that. And about 7 years into my career, I was assigned to investigate the missing women from the downtown east side. And from that investigation, I came to write my first book, which was That Lonely Section of Hell, and that just outlined a lot of my personal failings, I think, in the investigation and some of the systemic failings that happened. I stayed with the VPD. I just retired in January of this year, and now I'm a full-time writer, and I've just published my second book, which is called This One Looks Like a Boy. And both of those books then attracted some interest in terms of optioning the film rights for them. And that's where I'm at now. My book came to the attention of Sarah Jessica Parker because her niece was working on a conference that I was one of the speakers at, and she had bought my book and had read it and was walking down the street in New York, and the two of them bumped into each other, and Sarah Jessica said, "Oh, what are you reading?" And this young woman said, "Oh, it's this fascinating book about this trans writer who was a cop and worked on this investigation." And my understanding is Sarah Jessica just said, "I've got to read it." She's a voracious reader, apparently, and took the book, read it in a day, and said, "I have to option this." And she found out it had been optioned already by Conquering Lion in Toronto. And so she wouldn't stop there. She contacted them, and ultimately they've partnered up. Right now we're in conversation about my involvement going forward with the project. My understanding is that I will be quite involved. But you know, in terms of having a J.K. Rowling level of veto power, I certainly don't expect that. You do have to certainly let go of quite a bit of your own autonomy with the project when it's optioned for television, and I understand that, and I'm so far comfortable with that. The book was published by Greystone Books, Vancouver company, in 2015, and it's available anywhere you buy your books. You could also get it at greystone.com. It's in paperback now. I've just finished voicing the audiobook of it. Any way you want to read your book, that's where it is.